now, because of this, the force drive chair, and I could add arms onto it to do work, or I could encase it in a bubble to, have more oxygen on it, and maybe add like a storage compartment, But because of that, I don't need like a super rocket to get me any farther than low Earth orbit, right? So I have like say, I don't know, like some kind of hangar with these things orbiting the Earth, right? 5 or 10 of them or whatever, right? And so like I send my rocket up, and it's gonna have like a Soyuz capsule or two on this little hangar, right? So this little hangar is gonna just hold these vehicles, and then they're situated in such a way that like the two balls are on opposite sides, so that's how you stop, because they're being pulled both by the magnet. But if I put them both here, then it goes that way, because the magnet's pulling that way. But so to stop, they would be on exact opposite sides. So they just sit there like hanging in a rack, and then I only have to go to low Earth orbit, pop into space, boom, and then just like go over there and get in those things, and then my astronauts could drive all around, do whatever they want to in those little things. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I'm probably going to dock them at the space station. You know what I'm saying? But I could take them out. I could drive them around. Like I could use the arms on them to grab a satellite. Bring it back to the space station. And all this different type of stuff. Like, I mean, pretty much any kind of mission that I want to do. And the arms, I mean, that's just going to be analog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as I could develop some sort of analog type device where it optically reads what my hand is doing, and the robotic arm extending out from my vessel just copies exactly what my hand is doing. And, by analog, based on optics, then I can really manipulate it really, really well. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of like the same thing that you would do, like that a doctor would do, like, with those rubber gloves that go inside of the box. You do the same thing on your ship, but when you stick your hands in the gloves, you are controlling the robot arms that extend out from your vessel. You know what I mean? From your little space chair. And so since it never has any fuel, since it doesn't have it doesn't need any fuel, it can just sit there, and then it can be used over and over and over and over and over again, and to do whatever. Clearing space debris, retrieving satellites, or like, you could even, since it doesn't need any fuel, you could even use it to, like, if you wanted to, you could use it to drive however far you want, but you'd run out of air. You know what I'm saying? So you'd want to have the thing enclosed and be able to have more air in it. But that's awesome. And I think that this type of vehicle is good, but so then we can just upscale it, like, say, so we only have to launch out, into NEO orbit, low Earth orbit, and then we can use a vehicle like that to take us out farther and to come back or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to keep building these giant rockets bigger and bigger and bigger, because once we get into space, it's a different medium and a different means of driving around in it.